So in this video, I have simulated the last 16 years of the world using the 2007-2008 retro database by the mad scientist. Now, the links are in the description to this database. Before getting to the video, the links to his Twitter handle are in the description below as well. So his X handle. This doesn't sound as good, does it? But how have things changed? So if you remember, Ronaldo in 2007-2008 is at Manchester United, a year before moving to Madrid. Messi is at Barcelona, for example. James Milner is 22, I think he was. We're gonna have a look through some of these people and see exactly how they progressed, how their careers progressed. But also, did the likes of Man City go on to be a dominant force in English football? What did England win the World Cup? All of these things are going to be answered in today's video. Now make sure you do go down and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. Did I miss something in the video? What did you spot which I didn't? Comment that below as well, and let's get into this video. So we have simulated one season ahead, and in this season, Manchester United won the Premier League and the Champions League. So let's head over to the Premier League first and check out to see how that went, as well as looking around some other leagues in Europe. And then we will simulate all the way forward to see how the world evolved over the last 16 years in this alternate reality. So just a reminder, the link to this description, to this database, and to the account of the mad scientist is in the description below. All credit to him. All I'm doing is showcasing his work if you fancy giving this database a go. So the first season is over. Liverpool won the Premier League, not Manchester United. Arsenal second, Man United in third, with Newcastle coming in fourth place. Tottenham, Chelsea and Portsmouth in the Europa Cup. Going down at the minute. You can see how 16th of May came back. We just messed up a little bit there, but we're going to have to jump forward to see if Man City actually get relegated. But Sunderland, Derby with 26 points. Now this was the year that they got, was it 11 points I think it was? So they did a little bit better this time. And Blackburn currently in the relegation zone. Blackburn are away to Aston Villa. And Man City are away to Manchester United. Oh my God, could Man City get relegated in the first season? Top goal scorer for this season was Dimitar Berbatov, aged 27. And Wayne Rooney with 22 as well. Adebayor at Arsenal, aged 24. He managed to get himself 21 goals. He's valued at 44 million. Now, in terms of assists, Xabi Alonso with 12, valued up to 191 million. I mean, what a player he was. Just obviously becoming invincible with Leverkusen as the manager. And then you have Aaron Lennon and Wayne Rooney. Aaron Lennon, how's his pace? 17-18. I feel like that's a bit harsh. I feel like it should be 2020. We all know Aaron Lennon, and he was an absolute machine. Newcastle coming in fourth place. We've got to give mention to Sam Allardyce there. Michael Owen leading the line with 17 goals. Charles Insomnia, if you know, you know. Martins, Shaz, still in Shaz there. Oh my days. How is he doing? 24 years old. Babiaro, Faye, Stephen Taylor. But where is he? Where is he? James Milner. So 22 years old. So, okay. So he's had a good season. He's looking solid. Just interested how long he plays on in this version of the game. Now here you can see the leagues we've got active, so let's head over to the Spanish league, shall we? Spanish First Division. And Barcelona are currently leading that. They've 2 games left, but they've won the league, 91 points. Ronaldinho with the highest average rating. Oh my days. 28 years old, just looks insanely good, by the way, doesn't he? Insanely good. Let's have a look. Goals, and top goal scorer was David Villa with 25, Thierry Henry with 19, Oliveira with 19. Top assist was Xavi with 15 there. And where was Messi then? What did Messi do this season? So key players Ronaldinho, by the way, not Messi. Not Messi, shall we just mention that again? So Messi did 12 goals, 8 assists in 26 games. 15 all competitions. Disappointed in you, Lionel. Disappointed in you. But we are going to jump forward. We're going to jump forward a year, but just so we can check to see if Man City went down at the end of season 1. Again, I do just want to mention the whole purpose of this journey, this series, this season, this episode, is to just show you what is possible out there in the world of Football Manager. You can download this database and have a very, very fun, successful journey with them. You can see, by the way, that Man City are in the league in the second season, so they didn't go down. Blackburn went down. So, unfortunately for Blackburn, Man City surviving. Fair play to them. Do they have any money yet? Nope, they have 6 million in the red at the minute. So they really are struggling. Let's have a look at their team. They have Milan Baros on loan from Lyon, after he's been to Liverpool and Villa in the past. Martin Petrov, Ben Ayoun, Stephen Ireland, Michael Johnson. Do you remember Michael Johnson? What a talent he was in the old Football Managers. Joseph Yobo's in the defensive line on loan from Arsenal, alongside a 20-year-old Micah Richards. 20 years old, and he looks insanely talented. Maybe someone else we can check out, see if he is still playing. Kasper Schmeichel there, age 22. Not quite as good as he was when he won the Premier League. Do you remember Samaras? Played at Celtic. What a player he was. Really, really good player. But let's jump forward, shall we? Because we all need to see how the world looks different when this version of Football Manager simulated the last 16 years. Let's jump forward. Okay, so here we are, the year 2048, but it's actually the year 2024, and Manchester City have just won the Premier League. Are they now... No, they're not super rich. 13 million in the bank. Okay. So from season 1 and almost getting relegated, they've now had a very successful run. So let's have a look down then. So Arsenal won it season 1. That's a bit of a shock, because when we looked, Liverpool were top. Okay, so Arsenal ended up winning it. Liverpool second, Man United third. Then Chelsea won it, Man United second. Arsenal won back-to-back Premier League titles before Man United got back-to-back Premier League titles. Chelsea back-to-back. Arsenal won 3 in a row before Chelsea won 2. Arsenal another 2 in a row. Then City won their first Premier League title. Arsenal regained it. City again. Then Arsenal won it 3 years in a row. And then Man United twice, Chelsea and Man City. So I would say the most successful side is Arsenal, but it has been very, very tight between some of them big boys there. You can see, but Man City only winning the 3 Premier League titles. In terms of teams in this Premier League, Portsmouth are in here, Reading, Derby, Wigan, Bolton, Birmingham have just gone down to the 3rd team in real life, Watford, Middlesbrough and Southampton have just gone down with 9 points. In the 2nd tier, Charlton have just come up along with Luton and Sunderland. Going down is Preston, Oldham and Norwich. And in the 3rd tier, we'll just look at Nottingham Forest, Tranmere, Southend, Northampton going down. But looking at teams in this level, you got the likes of Ipswich, Bristol Rovers and Cardiff coming up. Ipswich obviously have just won promotion of the Premier League in real life. You can see here they've won it a couple of years and then they must just keep going back down, unfortunately for them. So in terms of the French league we're going to move on to now, this was one of the eras for me which was fantastic, was when Lyon were dominating. And as you can see, they've continued that domination. And PSG have only won 2 league titles since. Only 2. So they've not become that dominant force which they have in real life. So Lyon continued the domination, winning the next 5 league titles before Marseille picked up 4. Then Lyon won 4 of the next 5 before Stade Rennes and PSG shared it a few times. Stade Rennes became dominant force. But Lyon again have won 3 of the last 5 with Marseille getting the other 2. So in Germany it's been shared around a lot more than it has in real life, with Bayern Munich, Schalke, Werder Bremen, Schalke a few more times, Werder Bremen a few more, and Hamburg back-to-back winning the title shows that's not just a Bayern dominance like in real life. Now the Italian league, bit more of a domination. You can see Inter season 1, AC, Inter, Juventus, AC a couple of times, Juventus, AC a few more, Juventus into Roma, but then AC have just absolutely smashed it out of the park the last few years. We did look at a couple of players from that league. Again, check out in the description, I will have linked the original video where we do look at this database. So in terms of the Dutch league, Ajax continued their domination, sharing out AZ a few times, but no other club has won it. Ajax and AZ, that's it. Now this absolutely shocks me. Not at all. Porto, Benfica, Sporting, the 3 clubs from Portugal who you expect to win. Now this actually does shock me, the Scottish League. So Rangers, Celtic, but then Hearts picked up one, Motherwell, Hearts again and again, Kilmarnock back-to-back before Rangers won a couple. So Celtic and Rangers are not dominating in Scotland. So now looking at the Spanish League, so Barcelona had won Season 1, they won it again. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Valencia pick one up there. Sevilla pick one up, but mainly it is the teams up there who you expect. And the final league for us to look at is the Turkish League. Now, what I will mention is he has actually released, since I did this simulation, a database now, an expansion which covers South America. Fantastic from him. Again, his links are in the description. Go and check it out. The work, the effort, the dedication he puts into it to create a database back in the world of 2007, 2008. It's really, really good work from him. But looking at Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Besiktas, Galatasaray, with one Fenerbahce stuck in, but Galatasaray have dominated the Turkish league, and that is the leagues which I had active. These are the leagues that he had made. It's been fantastic to look through, but now it's time to check out some of them players who we spoke about before. So the first one I would say is Ronaldo. We will do. So Cristiano Ronaldo, where are you at? Okay, let me try this. Cristiano Ronaldo, without the H, isn't it? Cristiano Ronaldo, here we are. So he's just retired actually in 2048 he retired. Retired as a player, 38. No! It's probably best if I load the game up on the correct year, isn't it? We seem to have simulated 10 years further into the future, so we've now loaded the correct. Do you know what? I think I can edit it so no one will ever know. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, look at that, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, look at that. He's just about to retire. We've actually simulated the correct amount of years now. I, for some reason, simulated another 10 years into the future and just did a full league review of the last 25 years and not the last 15, 16. Yeah, I'm sure at some point someone's commented below, let me know that I've just spent that whole time reviewing 10 years which didn't even happen yet. We've gone to the future, now you know what's going to happen. Kilmarnock are going to win 2 Scottish Premier Leagues in the next 10 years. Potentially. So, Cristiano Ronaldo is now aged 38. He's picked up 203 caps for Portugal. And he is at AC Milan. So if you go to his career stats, he stayed at Man United for 4 seasons before moving for 180 million to AC Milan. He has 230 career goals with 141 assists. Slightly worse than he's got in real life, I would say. Now, in terms of his milestones, you can see here, Coppa Italia, Supercoppa, Champions League runners-up a few times, Serie A champions here. Club World Cup runners-up, Serie A champions, Coppa Italia, Supercoppa Italia, another Serie. They're Champions Leagues. He has won the Champions League. Working our way down, FIFA World Cup 4th place, Champions League winners with Portugal. Oh, European champions, that was. Champions League runners-up with Man United. He won the English League Cup here. Did he win anything with Man United except for the League Cup? He didn't. All he won with Man United was the League Cup. They didn't win the Premier League, and they didn't win the Champions League like they did in real life. That's a bit shocking. Right, so Ronaldo's ended up playing in Italy for the remainder of his career. Lionel... I spelled Messi. No, I was very close. Lionel Messi at Inter. Wait, so Ronaldo went to Milan. Messi went to Inter. They reignited their battle, but in Italy. Okay, so let's go to career stats. He moved from Barcelona after 2 years. He moved for 106 million, where he's not even at double figures that much. He really hasn't. 195 goals, 128 assists is nowhere near what he's done in the past. 35 years old, 135 caps for Argentina, so nowhere near what Ronaldo did. Let's go to milestones. How much more or less did he do? UEFA Cup, Supercoppa Italia, again there. Serie A champions, Champions League runners-up in all the competitions there. Super Cup and UEFA Cup winners there. Club World Cup, so he won the Club World Cup. Ronaldo didn't do that. Coppa Italia, Serie A champions. But I don't see a Champions League. Don't see a Champions League anywhere in that. So it looks like he didn't win the Champions League. He did win the Spanish League though. Okay. I mean, we're going to look at a big one now. James Milner retired just now, 2039. So he's retired this year after being at Newcastle for the remainder of his career. Now that's what I like to see. So he was at Newcastle for the whole of his career. I mean, I wish that's how it would happen, but sadly it didn't. But James Milner stayed at Newcastle for his whole career. Yeah, fair play, James Milner. Was it 18 years? Milner made that many appearances. England debut in 2027. He made 33 appearances for England. Spent his entire career scoring 56 goals, breaking in the first team. He won the Euro Cup. We'll take that. And the FA Cup in 25 as well. Good job, James Milner. How is the England team looking in 2039? Is there any really old English players? Micah Richards is still in. 34 years old. He's now at Liverpool. He's been at Liverpool for the last 9 years. 159 caps for England. I think Micah Richards would have took that. I think he would have took that. Okay, so what I've loaded is the European Golden Boy for around that time, and we're just going to check out a few of these players. So first off, Anderson, who's at Manchester United. So let's check him out, shall we? Anderson. Is it Anderson? It is. He's a Fiorentina. Okay, so he went from Manchester United to Fiorentina in 2028 for 3.8 million. He won the European Golden Boy the year before this database. So going into that, he was up there. So I'm quite shocked there, but he looks really, really good. So we've got Pato we can check out. Alexander Pato, he's a Manchester City. 190 appearances for them. So maybe he's picked up some injuries, I'm not sure. In fact, we can literally just, oh, yeah. He's had a couple. Not long ones though. 2 weeks, a few days, weeks, days. Yeah, 5 months. Major one there, broken lower leg. But apart from that, nothing major. But he is at Manchester City, so he has done fairly well for himself. Was at AC Milan, stayed there until 2032, where he went to Manchester City. He went there for 29.5 million, and he scored 20 goals in his first season, 21 next. I think at that point, do you think that's money well spent? Now he's won. In 2010, Mario Balotelli won it. How do you spell? Oh, Theo Walcott's still playing. 34 years old. He is... Oh, he's been a journeyman. Let's have a look. So he left Arsenal to go to Ajax on a free. Did really, really well in Holland. Some 20 plus goals there. They went to Roma for 41 million. And Man United just paid 36 million for a 34-year-old Theo Walcott. But he's still rapid. 25 caps for England only, though. I'm shocked by that. Can we see our best 11? So you got Wayne Rooney. He retired age 36, just 2039. 200 goals for Man United he ended up scoring. So fair play to Wayne Rooney. He has done it. Joe Cole retired age 36 a few years ago. After being at Chelsea, he went off to Real Madrid and had a successful career. Steven Gerrard stayed at Liverpool for his whole career. We kind of expected that. Owen Hargreaves retired 4 years ago after going to Valencia for the last couple of years. John Terry retired age 39 after being at Chelsea for his whole career. Paul Robinson retired in 2033 after being at Spurs till 2029. Went off to Valencia where he was successful. Rio Ferdinand, He is now the assistant manager at Newcastle. He ended his career at Arsenal. After being in Manchester United in 2000 till 2029-30, he went to Arsenal. Leighton Baines retired at age 35 after being only Everton. Aaron Lennon's only been at Tottenham. Michael Carrick. So after being in Man United till 2034, he went off to Spain for 2 years and finished at Getafe. And then you have Stuart Downing, age 34, retired 2035 after being a Middlesbrough. He went to Atletico Madrid for 3 years, didn't really play. Then went and played in Bordeaux, sipped some wine and spent 4 years playing over there. But did this England team win anything? Runners-up in the World Cup, runners-up in the European Championship. They won the Nations League twice in 31-35. They won the Under-20 World Cup. They won the Under-21s. They won the Under-20 Elite League, European Elite League. They won the Under-19s. And that's it. Bit disappointing they didn't win a World Cup. Who's been winning the World Cups then, shall we see? So Spain, Germany, Mexico, and Belgium. Mexico. So who's in their best? Oh, Carlos Vela, 34 years old now, 139 caps, 110 goals. He's been at Liverpool for 12 years now. Okay, Carlos Vela. Guardado, I remember him as well. From Deportivo, he went to Atletico Madrid. That's why Stuart Downing didn't play, because he was in the squad. Giovanni Dos Santos is 34 years old now after leaving Barcelona. He's become a success at Juventus. Pardo retired at age 38. From Stuttgart, he went to Benfica to Celta. Toronto, we can't check. Pineda, for example, ended at Arsenal. Was at Arsenal for 8 years. But Mexico won the World Cup. Who did Belgium have back then? If we go to the best 11 for Belgium, Courtois is 31 years old now. He was just squeezed in. He was a proper kid, a Genk, when this database was picked off. Van der Borg, remember him in previous Football Managers? What a player. So started at Fiorentina, then went to Charlton, then Benfica, Bordeaux, Hamburg, Fiorentina, Villarreal, Barcelona, Ajax, Valencia, Udinese, a few there. Thomas Vermaelen, Alderweireld, he must have just squeezed in as well. Yeah, at Ajax, just squeezed in, but ended up being as good as he was in real life. Stephen Defoe, again, did he just squeeze in? No, he did have a couple of years before, but he was still a Standard Liège. What a player he was in the old Football Managers, by the way. Shall we check out, by the way, the Spanish best 11 and just see where some of these are? So Bojan, oh my god, how is Bojan been so successful? 211 goals for Juventus in 300 games. He definitely did better there. David Silva, 37 years old now, had what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons before the database was built, but he ended up staying at Valencia for his whole career. Cesc Fabregas, been at Arsenal for his whole career, 36 years old. Part of me wishes he had stayed at Arsenal for his whole career in real life, but he was very successful at Barcelona trophy-wise. Jesus Navas did stay at Sevilla for his whole career. Albiol stayed at Valencia. Zapata, he's been around. He's ended at Newcastle, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Palermo, AC Milan. Gerard Piqué, he must have again just squeezed in a couple of years actually. 3 or 4 years, but he ended up staying his whole career at Man United. Just imagine if he had actually done that and stayed his whole career playing at Man United. But you can see that this database just has so much. We are going to just end by looking at the FIFA World Cup and stuff, and then we will check out the Champions League. So we've seen the World Cup. Let's go to the European Championships. So in terms of the Nations League, so Italy, France, and Italy. England did win it. Spain, England again, and Spain. In terms of the European Championships, so it was, shall we see, Portugal, Italy, France and Spain. So Ronaldo did win the European Championship. So if we do go to South America, international competitions, just see, did they actually manage to do it in the Copa America? So we had Brazil, Uruguay, Colombia, and Colombia again. I just have to have a quick look. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted. You've got Hulk, who's been in Newcastle, 203 goals. He's 36. Wow. You've got Kaká. Where did he end up at? Come on, where were you, Kaká? AC Milan until you spent the last 2 years having some fun in Barcelona. Ronaldinho ended up staying until 2032. That's so much longer than in real life. Retired age 36. Lucas Leiva ended up being at Liverpool the whole time. What a player. Renato Augusto, another top player. Oh, we just get so sidetracked. It's ridiculous. We can just browse and browse. I'm looking through substitutes now. I'm looking through it all. How did the Champions League go then? So let's have a look. You have Lyon won it the first season before Inter, Chelsea, Marseille, Arsenal, Real Madrid, Chelsea, AC Milan, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham, and Arsenal. Tottenham won the Champions League. What's more of a shock? The fact Tottenham won it or Arsenal won 4 of the last 5. So the UEFA Cup. Do you know I constantly call it UEFA Cup when I changed to Europa? Now I'm calling it Europa when I should be saying UEFA. Inter, Man City, Tottenham won that. Then the year after won the Champions League. What is going on? Athletic Madrid, City, Juventus, Inter, Roma, Valencia, Palermo, Villarreal, Sevilla, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea, and Everton won it in the first season. I mean, we can spend hours, absolute hours, looking through this database, looking at players, checking it all out. But this was how the world would have looked if Football Manager had played the last 16 years. Just a snippet into it. If you were interested in this kind of video, let me know below. It's really important to know the type of content you want to see produced going forward. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman, and I'll see you next time.